Hello, Ozzy, filthy animals. We're back. Oh, just move the fan. Back with some Steel Division 2, as per usual. And it's another Division 5 game, and we have Vase the Warlord up against Hickco. What map is it? I forgot. Let me just check 1 second. It is on Slutsk East. Slutsk East. And as you can see, Vase is unbalanced. And yeah, recon tab looking okay. Again, I generally do prefer to have some kind of people on the ground for recon. But in some divisions it's a tough choice because you'd rather take these vehicles in the air. Quite nice. These can be pretty damn handy, like in B phase in the mid game, just sending a few of them out to mop up some infantry can cause havoc. Again, the optics is not massively good on these. I think, is it the same as these ones? What's these optics? Oh, very high. Oh, these have got very high as well. Optics high and another very high. So yeah, pretty good. You just need to keep them alive. They are quite vulnerable. Good amount of tanks coming in here. Panzer IVs and the Stugs doing the work. Stugs, I personally would always double vet these things, but he is playing on a balance, so he wants more numbers. Got a Sturt in A2. Rosita will do some work. All looking pretty good here. All looking pretty nice. Not a division I play much, but I would generally not tend to go for these things that much. I would probably go for the IARs with their medium resilience. Oh, that's not got a medium resilience. Oh. I could have sworn they had medium resilience. Alright, fair enough, yeah. I agree then. Alright, so that is Mr. Vase's tab. Is infantry. Again, for Romanian infantry, it's not particularly fantastic, but not terrible either. Assault Pioneers, double flamers, always nice little bad boys. Got your Pioneer in here as well. Really nice little squad with the Orita submachine guns, Venatori Moto, again, another really nice strong infantry unit. I'm surprised we've not got more of these in here, to be honest. Looks like he wants some Panzerfaust in. Anyway, let's go have a look-see at his opponent, Hickco, see what he's got in store for us. And here is Hickco's deck. Hickco's a veteran of the game. I don't think he plays that regularly. I've known him for a long time. Since I started playing, I think he was starting to play around about the same time. A long time ago. Obviously he doesn't play as much as I do, as far as I know. He's gone for a 43rd, and both players have gone for a balanced here. A BA-10, they're on 5 availability. These have been changed. I think this is just before a patch, so this would usually be 4, 3, or I'm not even sure what it was. I think it might have changed. I remember something changed in a patch. Well, yeah, generally I would like to have these on double vet. I just think they're more useful like that, especially if you've got enough tanks to supplement the rest of your armor, which he's got plenty of tanks in this deck. Now, the strength of this division on Slutsk, what was it we were playing? I forgot. One of the two, east or west. You got Strafniki officers. He's opted for both of these, one in A, one in B, and he's also gone for the CQC guys in B as well. Personally, I tend to go for these in A. Just chuck them into a forest somewhere, do some work. He's got Superior Rocks in B, so it looks like he's hoping to make a big push in B. Again, I'm forgetting about this. I'm thinking it's Maverick deck all the time. We are on a balanced day, so it does make perfect sense. The Strafniki officers, I guess he wants a bit of punch in A. He's got his Chernos to spam out, then some punch with these guys. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Avtos, because you don't really have much choice about what to put in your C phase here. And the tank tab, pretty darn nice. You've got a beautiful IL-4s. I am a fan of these things. They just look a bit goofy and ridiculous, but they drop a ton of bombs. They look kind of cute. It's like, oh, coochie coo. You don't expect a threat from them. I much do prefer these bad boys. I think one of these in A phase, because people don't expect them to come out. It only has 2 rockets, so if it gets stressed at all, it's going to miss. But the blast on this thing, yeah, 10,400 blast, it's redonkulous. And it does a lot of damage. So even if you don't hit the target, you're going to pin some stuff, probably kill some stuff. If you just fire this thing into a cluster of units, you're likely going to kill something. Whereas this is a fine option as well, though. You get 4 of these. If I had a choice between one or the other, I would definitely go for this. But it's also got more in C. I've not opted for the LA7. It's got medium resilience as a light bomber. In A, it's pretty expensive though, but it could be worth it instead of the Yak 9B. But yeah, it's just a bit more cost efficient probably to bring in the Yak 9B. Bringing these things in is a bit risky. If you manage to get them to get their clusters off, they can do some work, obviously, and kill some big tanks, so it can be nice. And what else we got in here? Oh, the Achilles heel. Well, one of the Achilles heels this deck, sorry. Lack of artillery. You got 120mm, which, to be fair, pretty nice. Pretty nice. I'd usually go for one of these in A and the other one in B. I'd probably drop the leaders out completely, to be honest. And yeah, the AA, you've only got the 85 mils, so that's a bit of an issue. And of course, a bit of a lackluster tank tab. Not opting for the SU-85, which kind of makes sense in this deck, really. All right, well, let's go and get to it and see who's going to win. And here we are, and it's Slutsk East. So this is the Slutsk East map. Something I just want to mention quickly. A bit of a flash on the screen if I can find it. Where is it? Where is it? Woohoo! 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 Yeah, Geo League is on its way fairly soon. It's going to be starting on the 4th of April. So if you're interested, then look for this logo. You can see it on a YouTube channel. And in the description, they've got the sign up forms there, whatever. And yeah, join the Discord. You need to be on a Discord to get in there. Well, someone on your team has to be, so yeah, get involved with that. Should be some fun. Anyway, so Slutsk, I forgot what I said it was now. East? Double check again. Always forget which one's which. Yeah, East, it is East. Now, again, as we're Division 5, some little tips about what we can do in here. So generally speaking, what we see people doing fairly often is machine guns in here from red, machine guns in here from blue, and they have a little machine gun battle back and forth over here. Also from blue side, something I like to do every now and again is you can get some infantry to come over here and get them come all the way around here, unload and come into this forest and start causing some annoyances there. So that can be a nice little thing to do. Doesn't always come off, so you have to be quite careful. If they bring out a recon plane, then it usually gets nipped in the bud quite quickly. And the main battle is usually always going to be in this area of the map. Red side does not want to lose this ridge. Blue side desperately wants to gain it and push down fire onto this area, cut off the reinforcement roads, which again, obviously, is going to be really, really annoying. So red needs to defend this quite hard and needs to push in here as hard as they can themselves in order to get, again, do the same thing, get pressure onto the ridge here into the town. Can also be good to sneak down some tanks around here if you've got decent turrets on them. Move them around this region, kind of sneak them up sometimes and take people by surprise. In the north, tends to be a big old tank battle going on. So I would expect to be seeing some IS-2s coming out in the north region for Hickco. And his Strafniki boys into here to hold up in the forest, lay down some fire. So it could be an interesting one. We've got the Tankos as well. Yeah, nice PTRSs coming in. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bit of a stutter there. Jeez. For Blindata, again, these are not two divisions I play much at all, but I'm definitely much more familiar with 43rd. Because with the Soviet gear, I know what it's all about, really. Blindata is not really one that I've touched on. This is like the famous sort of El Bowser division they used to play a lot. So they've got they're solid enough. They're not as strong as they used to be, but they're solid enough. It was the heat rounds on the Panzer IVs which used to do the trick. Now they seem to be fairly useless. I'm not quite sure why they have them anymore. Maybe they need to sort of tweak that. One day it will happen, I imagine. Other than that, I'm not sure what else there is to say about this map. Again, airplay can play a decent part on this map as well. Oh, they're still drilling next door. This forest can sometimes be quite an annoyance. This entire area here can be a bit of an annoyance. You kind of have to invest something in there, but it's how much. It's kind of a bit of a gamble. You can see Hickco's very light at the moment. I don't know if he's bringing in any more units. Very light into the north. It looks like he might be just giving up this flag quite early. And from blue side, what I tend to do is bring them down the road here, your units, and then jink them off the road quite early on over here, then bring them around to unload them. Because, yeah, more often than not, your opponent's going to do something like this, like drop a light AT, go down here, so anything coming directly down this road gets sniped. Another option, what you could do, is you drop a mortar, say, roundabout on the edge here, just chuck down some smoke into this area as early as you can, and then get your infantry to come in and unload directly into this forest. So there's different options, of course. I believe we should be starting fairly soon. If I recall correctly, I think Vase the Warlord was looking fairly strong in the last game I cast of him. I think that was in the Green Horn Cup. Looked to be doing alright, so a fairly new play to the game, I believe. And Hickco, like I said, he's a veteran, but I'm not sure how much he plays consistently, and he would say himself he's not the strongest player either, hence why he's in Division 5. But it'd be interesting to see how he's coming along at the moment. There's been lots of changes. Maybe his map knowledge and some unit knowledge might help him out in this matchup. Would be nice to see him do some work. Yeah, very nice guy. When I was doing the League of Legions competition that I held a couple of years ago, yeah, he was on my team then, and he was always like, "Oh, I'm not good enough to play." He's like, just play, trying to. Yeah, I think he's a bit better than he thinks he is himself. Yeah, your confidence can definitely take a knock in this game sometimes. Yeah, one game it's like, oh, this is easy, I'm just smashing everyone. Then like, you play like 5 games in a row and just keep losing. It's just the way it goes sometimes. Yeah, I've got a bit of the disheartened trait of late. Oh, and we're off. Yeah, but this game, yeah, sometimes it gets a bit much. You just sort of give it a break. That's why I've not made a video until today. I've just sort of leaving it off for a bit, just playing a couple of games here and there casually. Oh, BA10 not moving. But yeah, sometimes you need a breather from the game. But yeah, I do enjoy doing the casting. What is going on here? Yeah, so in the north. Oh, this looks a little bit... Maybe Hickco's not quite doing the right option. He needs to drop these now, really. Drops them both now. Could mop up all of this. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he's going to be doing that. And machine gun advancing. Also, Hickco's maybe not been playing that much regularly. His map knowledge not looking particularly good at the moment in the way he's deploying. He's going to lose his machine gun here, I believe. On the hill. Got a decent amount of stuff going in. Nice. I do actually like this. Advancing this far forward with this light AT gun. Nice little move. But Vase the Warlord, full on into the town. I do like this. Very aggressive. Oh, is he going to lose the Strafniki officers? No, not quite. That would have been a terrible loss if he'd lost them. BA10 has finally moved up. Hickco's noticed that. So Vase has got the tick going. He did claim the north there, as you can see. Looks like he's going to get into the centre as well here, unless the PTRS gets him. Not got eyes. SU-122 facing off now against Vanatori di Moto. Oh, it's not Di Moto, Vanatori Moto. And SG did unload in time, but has got picked off by the MG42. But SU-122 has done the trick there. Oh, he doesn't have eyes onto the Vanatori. It was the MG. So Vase, nice start here. Looks like the main fight is going to be in this area. And Hickco looking good on the hill here. He's really got this right here, playing it right. M42 picks off the horse, I believe. Cherno's coming in, getting peppered by the MG at the moment. But there's a huge force of infantry here for Hickco, and this is where he needs to show his strength, and he's doing just that. The Strafnikid have got picked off by the looks of it. That's quite unfortunate. I'm sure he had some into here, unless he switched out his load up. And he's bringing in a Zenat right now into the centre. Alright. Kind of makes a little bit of sense, but if you want to bring out an IS-2 quite early on, it does make sense to do that. But I feel like pushing onto the hill, backing up this force with some medium tanks, would be the better option at the moment. We shall see. M42 covering the road. It's in a nice little position here. Is there more to going for it? It is. It is. But yeah, fairly strong start in the south here for Hickco. In the north, pretty lackluster. Like some rookie errors really. And looks like the machine gun's going to get wiped out. He needs to put something into this forest in the north to help out. Possibly bring out a T-34 into the centre as well to help. But he has got the flag here. He does have the opportunity. I think the momentum is with Hickco at the moment, just about. These Chernos are going to be an annoyance. But yeah, really needs to get his half-track around here to take out this MG. But the BA-10 might do that for him. Horsch now moving in. If the BA-10 can take out this Horsch, that would be a really nice takedown. Is he going to get it? He's got eyes on it. Is he going to get it? Oh no, gets wiped out by the Horsch. Unlucky. That's why I like to upvet these things, is they can come in really, really handy at the start. If it's a little bit faster, it could probably have taken out the Horsch there. Now Hickco is suffering in this area. No medium TAMs coming through from it at the moment. No armour whatsoever almost. Well, there's a BA-10 just here. But definitely going to be outclassed by the Panzer IV. And now his infantry are just being picked off. Doesn't look like he has eyes here at the moment. Going for Yak 9B onto the MG. Again, probably not the best option at the moment. Does take it out at least, that's one thing. But the Cherno's in here. The Superi and the Tanko picked off for nothing. Hickco not on his micro here. In the north, he's now reacting. And looks like he might lose out quite heavily here if he's not careful. This Panzer IV could pick all of these transports off. I've got a horrible feeling he's not going to be watching that. Medium tank desperately needed in the south. Now, yeah, the momentum definitely flipping over to the Vase here. Yeah, one infantry unit's coming to here. Got the area of influence over all of this. And are we going to see this Panzer IV take out all this weaponry? If he takes out the AT gun, that's basically bye-bye for everything else, I think. He's going to take it out with one shot. No, oh, he's gone for the Tanko. So he needs to unload this into here. He can take out the Panzer IV. The Tanko just getting out of line of sight in time. The Superior, they're going to make it? Just about. Is he going to have to realign onto the Strafniki? Or the Strafniki going to go down? Oof. Kind of lucky there. This T4 was just a little bit further out. Could have done some work. What blew up? I heard something explode there. I think the PTRS took out and something, possibly. SU-122 is moving forward to get the flag back. It's 13-11 again. And there's been heavy losses on the hill from both players here. Horsch is going to mop up these Chernos like nobody's business. And Hickco really, really desperately needs to reinforce onto the hill again now. And here comes a T-34. That's going to help out a great deal. Good call in. Just need some infantry to come out as well and back this off. Is Superi coming in as well? Yep, yep. Strafniki officers in the centre. That is going to help deal with these Vanatori Moto. Chernos are not going to fare well against most of this. They're just fodder, really. Pioneer Assault coming in now in half tracks as well. From Vase. Nice call in here, because they can do some nasty damage in here, especially with the half-tracks to help them out. And Ju-87 now coming in as well. Going for the leader. He might just land his bombs on or near the Strafniki as well. Which would be a nice takedown. But Strafniki, I think they're just going to get out of line of sight. Oh no, did you get pinned? That is unfortunate. The horse could move in and polish him off now. Strafniki with their PTRS rifles might have a decent go of taking out the horse, but they would lose a lot of units if they did that. A lot of hit points. And yeah, he is falling him back now. He's on his micro a bit better. It's 14-10, still just a single tick, so that's one good thing for Hickco. Not sure what happened to the AT gun over here. And now his infantry have mopped up most of the Romanian jobs in here, but not quite all of it. And now it's stuck in the open. The Panzer Force taking him out. T-34 85 coming round. It's not going to be able to outrange. It's not going to be able to outrange the T4. Probably not going to get eyes on it that easy, because his infantry are now backing off. Oh, but the Strafniki does have eyes on it. But this is going to be a pretty tricky one. He needs to make sure he hits with this. They're both at 1 star. Yeah, the advantage should be... Yeah, actually with neither of them. I think the Panzer IV might get a drop on him. The Vanatori Dikari as well are in here. So yeah, he might just get wiped out by a Panzerschreck if he's not careful. Meanwhile, back down in the town. T-34 has arrived. Loader's knocked out. Stuck on the hill. It's going to get picked off by this horse. That would be terrible loss. Superi come into position. Can he take out the Vanatori Moto? And you can see the power of these horses. They're such an annoyance sometimes. The Superi does manage to take them out. So he's gained the flag back. 13-11. But the Pioneer Assault have arrived now. The Strafniki are falling all the way back here. Been picked off bit by bit. Rosita now coming in. Oh, I'm really surprised he didn't just drop this on the road here to cut off all the reinforcements. So his T-34 might get round there in time. Where's this Rosita going? He's dropping it where it's going to get picked off. The Chernos are going to have a go at it. Is it going to get a shot off? It does not even get a single shot off. And the Chernos are going to unload the Grenadiers. They might have a decent chance here. There's enough of them around. The Strafniki is still alive back here. But a slight misplay there from Vase in the town. Meanwhile, up on the hill, he is losing out his infantry, but his horse is still holding the ground. Looks like he's just trying to make it use his bullets up at this moment. Can the T-34 actually get... Did it get stuck on the incline? Is that why it wasn't firing? So it's going to get sight around about here. So it should be able to get a shot off. Oh, not quite. Just needs to get rid of this pesky little thing. Get some infantry around here. But the town is looking a bit vulnerable from both sides, really. With just the Chernos in here, they're not that great. The T-34 is now coming in close quarters to the town. Pioneer Assault doing a flamer job. Is he going to drive right into the flames? Flames can kill a tank. I think he might get flamed to death if he stays there too much longer. Oh, this is not good. He's going to lose it to the flames. I really do think he's going to lose it to the flames. He's backing off now. Oh, it's too late. He did spot it, but not in time. Unfortunate. These are going to be difficult to get out of here now. Superi Rocks coming in onto the hill. They're going to really lock that down. Another T-34 coming in to the south. And I imagine that, yeah, the tank did get sniped by the Shrek and the Panzer IV combo. At least he took the Panzer IV out. Pioneer Assault coming in now. Tankos are not in the right position here to stop that from happening. So the flag has firmly gone over to Vase now. It's got a nice stronghold on this. It's going to be difficult for Hickco to get back into here. Just needs to keep pushing on the hill, and he is doing just that. Superi Rocks, if they can get in here and unload without being damaged, they could mop up in this area. They just need to bring out his T-34. into the open, do some work. He's worried about Panzerstrecks in here, which is, yeah, right move to back off, to be honest. Now we just need to move it up around here. BF 109's on the hunt, but the Yak 9B is going to make it out. About too much of a problem. Really strange area of influence he's got over here. Cherno's coming in. T-34 coming in. Got no AT gun on the road as of yet. And now we've got a Stug coming in for Vase. That's going to be really difficult for him to deal with. Smoke is being laid down here for some reason. I'm not quite sure what that's about. And a lot more infantry coming in. Where's this all going? It's all onto the hill, which does make sense. Superi Rocks needs to move these up further. Needs to get them into... Oh, they've not got a double flame, sorry. But yeah, needs to get them into the forest. They're getting needlessly stressed out in this area. Half-Track's going to take down the MG. He could take over the hill here. Are the reinforcements going to arrive in time? Barely, I would say. Barely. Just needs to move up with T-34, and it is on the move now. That is definitely the right thing to be doing. There's Panzerfaust coming in from the northern region as well. I don't think they're going to get over there in time. And Ju-87 coming in, just wants to stop. Ah, he's got eyes on the tank. Wants to try and take out this tank. The lack of AA in the area, he might be able to pop this tank. It's taken some damage from the horse already, I believe. Might get popped here. Not quite. And Ju-87 makes it out. Or does it? LA7 in here. Bit too fast to deal with it. Yeah, he's going to go for the second one instead. And I think he was going to take it. And the tank has gone down. And there's no reinforcement tank coming in. So that is unfortunate. So the Vase has secured the hill again. He's managed to keep this single tick going throughout practically all of the game here. He's finally, well, Hickco on the other hand has finally secured the town by the looks of it. Looks to have a decent presence here. This T-34 though is going to struggle against the Stug. Might get a lucky side shot off. That's about it. Placing it directly onto the road here, not the best of ideas. Oh, he might... Yeah, going against the Stug frontally. This range actually is a decent chance. But the Stug looks like he's going to get a drop on him. The Stug will take this down, I'm sure of it. Oh! Slightly faster rate of fire. It's going to do the job. Yep. Just needs to drive this out onto the road now, but then the 85mm could take it down. So Vase, probably wisely I would say, just backing off. He doesn't know what's coming through here. The PTRS, I don't think they can pen this thing. Yeah, 35mm, the side. Actually, yeah, they could get side shots off onto this thing and do it. This 3 not quite in the right position here. Again, I believe this is before the patch. This was a few weeks ago, this game. So this has not got the good HE on it at the moment. It does say HE 3.8? What the hell? Yeah, it's definitely not that much. And Vase has got the hill. I think this could be it. I think that could be the final nail in the coffin for Hickco. Looking pretty shaky now. Yep, this as the blue side is exactly what you want to do. Now, is it AT gun coming in? Nope, not yet. Now you want to be bringing up your a Stug up to here. AT guns into here as well. An AA piece into this area. Into this area, and then you've locked down the hill then. It's just a case of like squeezing out your opponent from the town by cutting off his reinforcement road. Well, we've got T-34-85 in a nice position here. The Stug come and have a go, could come down here and have a go at this thing. It's probably not the best bet to do it. Yeah, he is outnumbered 2 to 1 because it'd be the 85mm and the T-34 85 coming at him at the same time, so it would be a tough fight. Cherno's coming into the north, definitely not the right idea here, I would say. They're not going to do anything. But you're dropping some infantry into here just to hold this flag would be a worthy thing to do. T-34 76 coming round here, that will help out a bit, will certainly help deal with these half tracks at least. But there's no other armour on the hill at all, just half tracks. And this thing, what is this bad boy? Assault gun with AP. Came in with the leader. Pretty handy unit actually, really nice. I always try and use these sort of things when they come in with your leaders, but it's sometimes hard to make proper use of them. And a double tick is now on. In the north, it's probably where Hickco has the best chance. We are time remaining, so we're not quite into C phase yet. We're still in B phase. I imagine as soon as we hit C, we're going to see an IS-2 coming out in the north. But is it going to be able to arrive on time to do anything? Possibly seeing one in the south as well, around here. But he needs one here and one here, like right now. Ju-87 coming out to try and take out this T-34. I think the Zenart should be able to back this thing off before it manages to get its clusters off. One more shot and it should be gone. And there he goes. Needs a 25mm back here somewhere for sure. And the Yak-9 has made its way in and it is going to do the job. That is a nice takedown there. So if Hickco can push him off this flag now, buy himself a bit of time, it's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to get his IS-2s onto the field. T-34 85 did take down that Stug. Is this the Stug here? No. He did manage to take it down. He's driving them in really aggressively. He doesn't know what's in these buildings. The Panzerfaust is almost in firing range. It gets taken out by the TNT. Oh, huge mistake there. Oh, was it the TNT or was it the Panzer IV? One of the two. That's really unlucky. That was like his last hope in the town down here, I'd say. No push being made here. The Chernos are just coming in to scream for the Strafniki by the looks of it. Nice idea. And T-34 at 85 in the north now. And Vase is on to a 16-8. This T-34 should be able to stop that, temporarily at least. Surprised he's not made an advance into this town just yet. He's got the Su-122 here to help out. Just needs to be pushing further forward. Needs to get some flags back. Needs to stop this double tick as soon as he can. Buy time so he can save up for an IS-2. Which will do a really good job of clearing up. But them Rositas could be in everywhere. I'm surprised on Vase's side we've not seen one come into here. I guess it's quite difficult to get down this road now with the Su-122 here, but a Rosita into here, then bringing it out slowly to get rid of any armor that comes out. 15-9 is still on. He's barely holding on into the town here as well. He needs to reinforce in like every position at the moment. Strafniki officers will get up onto the hill. T-34 76 coming up onto the hill too. It might get side-shotted by this Stummel. The AP on it it's not that great, but you know it can do the work. Oh, if he gets, doesn't look like he's going to get a side shot off. Knows a bounce. There's another one coming in. It's going to go down now. Nice rate of fire. Wow. What is the rate of fire? Quickly, 12 rounds per minute. Nice. Yeah, handy little things, but see, they tend to do this a lot, and that is just die, which is unfortunate. But a few of those, well, one of those, like with some medium light armor around it to sneak in some side shots, could be quite effective. And Hickco, well done to him. He's managed to get it back onto a single tick, but in the town, oh no, just Cherno's holding the line here, pretty much. Strafniki officers moving into Moving into this building on corner should be able to help him hold a bit longer. You definitely need some reinforcements in here. Need some kind of armour. He's bought himself a little bit of time. It's SU-152 coming in off. A whole wave of infantry coming in. I'm not sure why. He needs a flag. And he's unloading them all the way back here. This T-34-85 needs to come out and take out his Panzer IV, like, right now. I think he's dicing with death there. It's like really... His hold on this single tick here is really slim. Really slim indeed. He's just reinforcing onto the hill and he's letting the town go. Does he think that Vase has few infantry in here? And look at that. Or if Vase just like Q move forward now, can basically tie up this game. Yak 9B coming in. There's no AA out from the Romanians, which is quite surprising. BF 109 reaction coming in, but it's not going to be in time. Panzerfaust trying to walk up to the tank and have a go at it, but it's not worked out. He's going to be taken down now. So the single tick looks fairly secure. Probably not for much longer. He's got to rush up onto this hill. He needs to take these two flags like really soon. He needs to take this flag here as well soon. This force will be able to push through, do some work. There's this 3 moving up. This Yak 9B is doing some work. Doing some nice work. Didn't quite need it in there at the moment, but yeah, it's been in there doing a job. BF 109 might take it down here, I think. Is the AA going to get onto him? I think he's going to get him. I think he's going to get him. Oh, yeah. But I think the BF 109... actually, it's probably not going to go down. It's an 85mm. JU-87's coming in for a bombing run. And have taken out those tanks. That is really bad for Hickco. He needed that armour in there. Oh, I say he's taken out the tanks. Probably the Panzer IVs have done the job as well. That's looking really bad for Hickco now. He's got to push onto this flag. He's got to get it. He needs it right now, because he's going to lose this flag any second. He needs to be pushing into this area too. And all his infantry is getting mopped up by the recon car. That is tragic sight. Oh my god. And the T-34-85 went down. IL-2's come in and bombed to death that. Oh man. Hickco, he really needs to push. Really needs to push right now. It's 14:10. 15:09 and 2 minutes. That's it. That is it. He's going to get it back onto a 14:10 soon, I believe. This Strafnikas should deal with the Panzers here. But yeah, he's made the push in the south now, so it's all over. 16-8. Nice game, nice game. IS-2 coming out now. This is what he's been trying to do. I really do feel like a bit more aggression in the north here. He could have bought himself some more time. Get the IS-2s out and then he can start dominating them, slowly picking away at Vase's infantry and units. But yeah, this is game. This is game. Good game. Good game. Yeah, but well played by Vase. Dictating where to play the game. Doing some... This advance into the north I think caused a lot of problems for Hickco. And he didn't focus on the centre. You could see like Vase was not focusing on the centre because he knew he was weaker in that position. And where your opponent's not attacking, they're not moving, that's generally where you want to attack them. That's where they're going to be at their weakest. And your trade's fairly even there. Yeah, losing these units at the start was not so great. He did deploy in a pretty poor manner, I would say, for Hickco. I'm surprised about his deployment there. Yeah, then it's fairly even trades throughout after that. Each player having a little bit of a time knocking some stuff out. The half tracks were definitely an annoyance for Hickco. And in terms of kills, Yak 9B done some very tasty work. Famusov, he's the man. He is the man. Very good play there. Zenart doing nice work as well. LA7 picking off a lot of the Romanian air. Lots of half tracks here getting in the way. My God. There's some good play with the armor here from Hickco. The S2 did actually get some kills off it right at the end there. And for Vase, the Horsch, I mean, this was deadly right at the start of the game, doing some serious work. Really, without this Horsch, it could have been a completely different story, because Hickco was pretty much on that hill, but it was just the Horsch holding him up. That was like the star player, I would say, for Vase's army. This guy, nutter. He's a nutter. He did the work. Anyway, I will see you fairly soon for game 2. Bye-bye.